PortLUG meeting. As always, we thank James for hosting our event here.
And case minifigs for PortLUG members. That also applies when we're not hosting meetings. We know a lot of you folks drive from far away to come in for meetings. So if there's ever you want to stop in after a meeting elsewhere, we would always love to see you, and that discount always applies. So yeah, thanks you all for coming in, and I'll turn it back over to you all.
Get myself reconnected here. Online folks can hear me, yeah? Thumbs up.
Yeah, we've got Vicky and Zach P here.
Right.
We'll wait for confirmation, but yeah, they should be able to hear you.
So, and welcome to everybody else. Thanks for coming out today. Looks like we got a full house. That's always nice to see. In typical fashion, I know I've talked to a couple of you already, but who's this their first PortLUG meeting? All right, we got a number of you this time. All right, keep those hands up. All right, welcome. All right, I'm going to put you all on the spot in usual fashion, starting in the back. I already got to meet Chloe. Chloe's in the back. Tell us what you like to build.
So I'm doing a little bit of everything right now. I'm doing more so into gaming. So I brought the Nintendo Switch, but I just finished up the Game Boy that was released. Has a lot of fun with that. I've done the Sega controller, which was a big add-on with purchase. Build. And what else have I done? I feel like I might be missing one more, but all the different gaming consoles.
Very cool. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. And remind me your name?
Pete.
Pete.
Yeah.
Pete's first time today. Pete, tell us what you like to build.
Well, I only recently got back into it this summer after 45 years, so it's been fun coming back. I really like the 3-in-1 builds. I discovered Rebrickable and all the mocks that are available there. That's where the Enterprise came from. I found that on Rebrickable. Besides that, I like Space and Castle, especially.
Nice. Well, welcome out of your dark ages.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else back here in the bluish shirt.
Hi, I'm Brody. Just got done building. I love the Lord of the Rings line. I'm just trying to run with Rivendell and Mirador. Trying to mock up the trees on the Shire. So I gotta get a whole lot more leaves. And right now I'm working on my first module, which is the shopping crate. It's really fun.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to get into modular.
Very cool. Love those modulars. Keep an eye on the pick-a-brick walls at the Lego stores. They've been getting the big tree limb parts. I saw another right here.
Yep, I'm Andrew. I also just finished building Rivendell. And I enjoy mock building as well, although I'm having a bit of a creative block lately, so hopefully joining PortLUG will help me get out of that.
All right.
Oh, it will.
Plenty of inspiring builders here to help you get over that block. And back here in the corner.
Hi everyone, I'm Zach. I have no allegiance to any particular line, and right now I'm actually enjoying mostly sorting everything and my room, kind of set up with the little cabinets. The last thing I did build was the Lunar New Year family reunion celebration restaurant.
Very cool. All right, well, welcome everybody. Did I catch all the new folks? Did I miss anybody? Oh, over here.
My name's Megan. This is my friend Erin. I really enjoy building Disney and Star Wars. And one ongoing project I've had for a few years is Hoth. Just using the ships and droids from the Advent. So that's something always fun to play with.
All right, Star Wars builders, put your hands up. All right, you got all this company to help build with. All right, well, welcome everybody, all the new folks. I hope you get something out of today and continue to join us. We've got a lot of stuff coming up this year that I think you'd like to get involved in, some events, some programs. I'll be chatting about those in a few minutes, but first off, to kick things off, okay, who saw Snoopy get released this morning? Yeah. Is that amazing or what?
It's a good one.
That is an impressive set. It's like that, like really hit the hard nostalgia feels, I gotta tell you. Just thinking of that and some of the other stuff that you've seen, you know, rolling out last month, this month, stuff coming down the pike, you know, smart bricks, you know, these multiple $100-ish plus sets. Wanted to tap you guys to see, you know, how you're feeling about the state of Lego and how it's working in to your plans, your building, you know, what have you. So looking for anybody to share any thoughts you might have about, you know, your outlook for this year, you know, some big plans that you might have, where you feel like you might have to scale back, you know, what, you know, you might aspire to as far as participating in an event or something like that. Because like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming up, and I'll be tapping all of you to participate in our conventions, our build challenges, what have you. So anybody want to share what they got planned for this year or how they're feeling about the Lego in general? Andrew, kick us off.
Silly gimmick, but I do look forward to seeing
Yeah.
absolutely degenerate nonsense. We need a t-shirt that says hack the brick.
Hack the brick. That's a hashtag right there. Yeah. Jason.
I had a small observance of the, I guess the smart brick kits that were for Star Wars that were coming out. I also noticed that Pokemon is on the horizon and that there's a lot of builds that are up in power level, but at the same time, because both have their own little, because I know some of the Star Wars kits that have the smart brick are, I would say, a little cheaper in terms of, hey, travel size, pocket size, something kids can go chum chum with. I almost want to hope that Lego goes, hey, what if they have all the Pokemon sounds, and they also release a smart brick set for several versions of Pokemon to where you can go, okay, you've got the Pokemon sound noise, you've got every version of Pikachu talking all the time, insert possibilities here, and again, it's still called, why is that dinosaur sound like a TIE fighter? No, it's awesome.
Well, it'll probably be a learning experience for everybody. We'll see where it goes. Anybody else? Martin.
You swap your mics real quick, because I think that one shut off.
Down our throats. It's just too much. They are just running at a pace that I don't think anyone will keep up with. They're pushing our pocketbooks. They have their marketing army that just nonstop, like, you know, one day they get 6 people, probably get 20 million views around the world. And it's like, yep, here's that new set. That's everyone. And it's just like so, like it is a machine, and it's so dialed right now, and it's like incessant, and it just needs to slow down, and I don't see it happening. But one thing regarding the smart brick is, Zach, you're at CES, you would probably know a lot more about this, but from participants at CES, with just all of the AI BS being shoved down their throats, the smart brick for a lot of them was like, that was one of the most refreshing things they saw at the entire event. So there is an outside community that's already like super interested in that. And so, yeah, you'll have people be hacking it immediately. Yeah. And it can do a lot more than what probably be pushed as. And so I'm interested to see. And I'll say one more thing is Jonas Eskel, who he's a designer for Lego. His first one ever, he got hired at 17 in 1985 as the first designer to ever work on one specific thing. He did space. So he's responsible for like Future Monorail, like a bunch of other stuff you guys know about. He has been, and I haven't talked to him about this directly, but I know he was consulting with Lego on specific projects, and we chat over here and there. And I noticed he's been kind of making sure the smart brick has a good perception. He was the one who basically helped work with Lego in the 90s to work with MIT and work with some colleges, mentioned Mindstorms and got all that stuff. So he's always been figuring out how to get technology in. So I think there's people who've been around for a long time that have kind of had a hand in this. So it'll be really interesting to see how it fits.
Yeah, I'm sure the influencers and everyone will be plugging those smart bricks hard when they hit the shelves. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up on Martin's comment about CES. Just, yeah, everything was like AI, humanoid robots, here's lawnmower drones. There's like 12 different lawnmower drone companies. So yeah, the smart brick was a breath of fresh air. Even Lego taking the approach that like, hey, it's not AI and you don't even need a screen to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like a good step for technology when the rest of technology kind of seems to be stepping in the wrong direction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I've been soapboxing about that a lot. I also feel like Star Wars is a weird theme to launch the smart bricks with, because now everybody's focused on it being expensive, because Star Wars is their most expensive IP.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if they had launched it with City, it'd probably be a little more palatable and people would be focusing on features rather than price. But that's the strategy they chose.
That's an interesting thought. Jess.
I definitely. A positive take on innovation at Lego. Just shift the vibe. I've been really excited as both a lover of microscale and Lord of the Rings to see the leaks around Minas Tirith set, with it being both microscale and like play scale with scenes on the back. So like I'm really excited to see that, and I'm hoping that'll mean we get across all sorts of themes more microscale, because I love that, and then integrated with being able to have minifigs, because you don't always get minifigs microscale because it doesn't make sense. But so I'm excited to see that. Hope it continues, and I will be paying $600 on paper.
You, me both. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah.
I'm thrilled with the Enterprise D. I just finished it
Nice.
2 weeks ago. There's a world they made that like a $30 set with 15 pieces, and like it wouldn't capture it. But this is one of the rare sets where I don't look at it and say I can improve it somehow. I kind of think it's perfect the way it is. Thank you for giving me a $400 spaceship.
Nice. Anybody else? Yeah, Michael.
I'm excited about new colors.
New colors. Yep.
Blue violet has been missing for a while, and I'm excited to see it back. I'm a little nervous about what I'm going to have to start it out from.
Yeah, because what are the new ones? We're getting blue violet, warm pink. What's
Just
another?
those two, and lots of reformulations on other colors. They reformulated white, light cool yellow, and dark blue for more consistency and opacity.
Yeah. Jeannie.
Color. I'm a little disappointed that the new Maersk ship is not going to be using the Maersk blue color.
Oh.
It wasn't the right shade for Maersk in the first place, though.
Apparently, Paris changed their color like 5 years ago that almost perfectly matches medium azure. So it's like, did the Lego color come first? Did the ship color come first?
Yeah. Yeah. In the
I'll get a rose in for Lego education. Go to a special place that's warmer than ours. I don't know what they're doing. They're giving up on the autonomous robotics. I don't know. As a teacher who uses it, the app might go away. And of course, they're retiring Spike, so I won't be able to buy those to replace the and their new sets are, I don't know what, $530 for the bricks or something like that. So anyway, my rose though is I'm being new to the A-Cool world. I'm really excited about the collabs that are going on through the stress.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of collabs, we're still populating that page up on our website. We're getting info up as quickly as we can. If you attended last month's meeting, you got to learn about a lot of the collabs going on. We're taking all of that info. We're putting it up on the website. You'll find a page dedicated to all of the collabs that PortLUG is PortLUG members are involved in that participate in Bricks Cascade and other conventions. So if you're still thinking about joining one of those groups, be sure to check that out. There's more info to come on that soon. Did you have something to share?
This is a bit silly, but there's one specific piece I'm very excited about this year. It is the 1x2 wall socket that's coming. It's in the Pikachu set as part of the foot, but there's another preview image of it in red, and it's just much more versatile than the 2x2 wall socket piece that we have right now. And so I'm very excited about that.
I can see as you're holding a mech there, that'll probably be a big influence on your building.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else got anything? Yeah. Mike.
I think with the back to the smart brick conversation, I think they did actually soft launch it with some cheaper sets in Europe, like the Jungle Explorer set. So might be cool to see if they do actually do city over on this side of the pond. Also, I'm just glad that the Pick-a-Brick is doing standard bricks now. It's like, oh, we're getting something from Denmark. What is it?
Yeah.
I don't mind a lot. I don't need tons of parts, but it's gone up quite a bit. It's kind of sobering how expensive it is now. And it's not entirely their fault.
Yeah, requiring deeper and deeper pockets, it feels like every year. I think somebody mentioned earlier, Martin, just the relentless assault of new constantly coming out. They're really going after that whole FOMO thing, especially with some of the GWPs lately. Like I'm sure Lord of the Rings and Star Trek and some of you others feel that. Okay, well, thanks everybody for sharing your thoughts. Always nice to hear what people are feeling about the fandom out there. You know, for better or worse, I mean, it's not all, you know, sunshine and roses. You know, there are challenges to everything, but we work through them. And part of being a community is helping each other out, you know, and participating in something that you know, we all get, you know, good feels out of. So with that, I'm going to move into our official announcements for this month. There's not a ton going on, so we can probably keep the program a little shorter and get to the mock sharing. So just very briefly, Kelly is sorry she has to miss the meeting today. She's traveling with her family this month, but she did want to mention that the lug bulk order has been placed and is in process. So we're hoping to get in on the head of the rush among all the community out there and get our bricks back as soon as possible. So we'll have that to look forward to. Thanks everybody for working through the new program this year. We got a lot of good feedback about how efficient it was and kept things moving. The timeline we recognize was quite short this time around. But that was because we got some info late from Lego, and then we had to turn things around very quickly with their schedule. So thanks to everybody who helped work with us in that regard as well to keep the program moving along. So we'll have parts to look forward to later this summer. We've got a special announcement going on from one of our board members. So I'd like to invite him to come up and share what's going on.
And I do have to mute the audio and video for the stream. So anyone on the stream will be back in a couple minutes.
got some social media savvy, feel free to talk to Zach or myself. We'd like to ideal candidate to step into this role sooner rather than later so that you can have some ramp up time with Zach and so that we can keep moving forward, because Zach's been doing a fantastic job with our social media. It's getting recognized by Lego, by the other lugs, by the community, and we'd really like to keep that ball rolling. So if you've got a thing for being online in the cesspool that it is, but at least you get to talk about toys. And if you're savvy with Facebook, Instagram, those are our two main ones. We're considering Blue Sky or something later on down the line, but that's on the back burner for now. So if you're good with those two channels and would like to help PortLUG out, please come talk to one of us. So also, kind of in the same vein, we're continuing to do work on the website. I already talked about the collab page, which is still in progress. Alan has been doing a great job working on some new features on the back end, doing some testing so that we can roll out some new stuff. We're aiming for the second half of the year to maybe incorporate a few new things, to be able to share even more information with everyone, more links, more ways to connect, so that the PortLUG website will eventually turn into a main hub where you can go to get any information that or links to information that you might be looking for with regards to joining a collab or getting connected to a convention you might want to go to, or meeting fellow builders who you might want to do something Star Wars with or a mosaic with or what have you. So I would just say, check out the site now. The calendar page, as we mentioned last month, is populated through May right now. We've got a lot of stuff already on the horizon. We're going to continue to build that page out. You can subscribe to that so you get our events in your inbox or on your feed. And that will give you some awareness into what's coming on down the line. Martin, did you have a comment?
This is, I guess, for event coordinators, but will we have a permanent placeholder for events that we run?
Yes.
On there, so we can kind of not have to publish it on a random forum page. And then,
Yes.
all right, where was that?
Yep. That is one of the things we're working on, that Martin asked about, an events hub page. That's coming. We'll also be also on our kind of on this in the same vein there. We're also going to be working on an assets package. So any of you who might want to take on running a small display event, say at your school, at your church, at your local community center, that there will be some assets available for you to use as far as signage, mock cards, other things of that nature, so that you can have those materials available. You can promote and support PortLUG in that way. And you can manage those little display events where you might want to get involved yourselves and take that on. So lots on our to-do list coming down the line. And we're just trying to knock out one thing at a time to get you guys some stuff to work with and use. So before I talk about activities, I just want to throw out a ask once more, that PortLUG relies on all of your donations in order to do a lot of these things. So a lot of folks have really stepped up lately with regards to donating bricks, donating sets, donating funds that go into PortLUG's activities. We got a lot of stuff planned for this year. If you have the means, please consider donating to PortLUG, because parts help us do our mosaics at our conventions. If you have extra small sets that you don't need, maybe a GWP you don't care about, or something you got in a dirty brickster or other thing that you don't really care about, we can put those into our prize pool. Of course, if you have, a few extra funds, a few bucks you can throw at PortLUG, that will go into our funding package that helps us buy event bricks for people that participate in our convention events. It's going to help buy our pizza at our trivia night in a couple weeks, which I'll talk about shortly. and some other cool stuff that we've got coming down the line. So your donations are fantastic and help support everything that we have planned. So we ask you to, where you have the means, please keep those coming so that we can keep doing cool stuff for you. Because we had this wasn't so much a donation event, but last month we had a draft social at Chic, and we had a little over a dozen people come out. It was a great event. The venue loves having us in there. We've got a whole slate of stuff planned for them through the next several months. So maybe we'll have a new activity on the schedule for you that you might want to participate in. And I'll talk about one of those in just a minute. So moving on to our activities, I'm going to keep things humming along here. Our next activity is going to be our Lego Trivia Night. That's at the Five and Dime Pub in the Foster Powell neighborhood. It's on Foster and I think 65th or somewhere like that. They have great drinks, good beer. They specialize in gourmet hot dogs. They have a Polynesian dog there that's fantastic. And some other good nibbles. They're connected to Atlas Pizza, so we can get pizza, bring it over there. Our trivia night is going to be a lot of fun. We've got prizes. We've got a bunch of questions that we've assembled from some of our very knowledgeable Lego fans here in our community. So if you're available and you want to come out, have some fun, play some trivia, have a drink, have a dog, grab a slice of pizza, come join us for that night. That's going to be February 24th, Five and Dime Pub. All the info is up on that calendar page that I mentioned. And as I mentioned, PortLUG is springing for the pizza this time. So come on out and join us. 21 and over, yes. This is an adults event. That is a Tuesday, yep.
Regarding the fundraiser, is there any information where to donate, or if I have a bunch of things I want to donate, is that information available, or do I contact?
The question was, where can you donate? If you have cash donations, you can give those either to myself or, he's not here today, JJ Afonso. He's our money manager. We are working on a PortLUG Venmo channel, which we're hoping to get activated soon. And eventually there will be a link for that on our website. But right now, those are our only two options. Yeah. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. If you want to donate brick or sets, you can bring those to any meeting or gathering. Okay. So moving on to March, we're going to do a build challenge. That's going to be our social activity. That's going to be March 24th. That'll be at Chic Studio. We have already purchased a number of, I will say, unnamed creator sets. We have 20 spaces available. If you would like to participate in that event, it is a $15 buy-in. Some of the spaces have already been claimed by people that responded to the email. If you're interested in joining us for that event, you can see me after the program and get you on the list. Once we reach 20 folks, that event is full, but it is going to be some sort of pairs build challenge. So you will be working with someone to complete a challenge using that specific set. At the end of the challenge, there will be a prize for the winning team, and then you'll be sorting out the parts and drafting them. So you'll be going home with the parts afterwards. So if you would like to participate in that, again, that date is March 24th. That'll be at Chic Studio in Washington Square. Come and join us. It'll be a load of fun. I will be racing home from the convention in LA to be there that night. So hopefully I make it on time. And then the last of our social events that we've got, that I've got info for you tonight, is April 21st. That's another Tuesday. We'll be back at the Five and Dime Pub. That night, we're going to do bingo. So we're going to put together a Lego bingo card. Come on out and join us. Again, we'll have a lot of fun. We've got prizes, and you can enjoy some adult beverages and snacks while we do that. We'll have more info on that event coming on down the line. Okay, so okay, I don't see any hands. All right, so chatting real quick about our meetings. We got a couple of things to we're gonna adjust the schedule as you see it on the website just a little bit to accommodate some staffing restrictions that we have, because a lot of our folks are going to be traveling over the next couple of months, and so we're moving a few things around. But I wanted to get a show of hands for our next, let's see, for our March and May meetings. We have 2 activities planned. One is going to be a build challenge where you bring your own set, something in the like $10 to $20 range. The other one is going to be a parts draft, which will be something in the $20 to $30 range if you want to participate in that. So right now we're eyeing March, our next meeting, which will be over at Chic Studio. Who would be interested in a build challenge where you bring your own set and then you're given a task to build something? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Who would be interested in doing a parts draft? Wow. Okay. Way more. All right. Looks like parts draft wins. Okay. Does anybody have a suggestion for a set they want to draft? Email those to me. Send me an idea at director@portlug.org. We'll choose a set in the next week. I'll make that announcement, and then you guys can come prepared, and we'll do a parts draft next month. Some of the cool things I've seen out there are some of the creator sets. There's Bugs Bunny. There's Ninjago something. We're always looking for sets that have a high piece to price ratio. So keep that in mind if you're eyeing a couple of sets where you think that's got really great parts, I'd love to draft that. That it make sure that it's reasonable for the cost and what you might get in return. So we'll put out some info for that maybe the next week or so. So next month we'll plan to do a parts draft at our March meeting. Okay, so moving on to bigger things. Who's going to LA next month for Brickcentric? All right, got a few of you. So FYI, we're doing DSV down there. So if you want to bring your Death Star Village, we're going to assemble those. Brickcentric is, for those who aren't aware, it's a brand new convention in Burbank, which is just north of LA. It's right across the street from the Burbank airport. So super easy to fly into Burbank. Don't have to mess with LAX. And then Convention Center Hotel is just right across the street, so you don't even have to really travel. But that's the next one that's coming up. The registration price right now has gone up to the top amount. It's a little bit steep. It's $150, but the event runners down there are planning a ton of activities and opportunities for everybody, including getting group tickets to Universal and Disneyland. There's going to be parties every night. There's a ton of games that are already scheduled, and some cool looking workshops with Crystal from Lego Masters. There's going to be a botanicals workshop, and a bunch of others. If you go onto our events calendar page, you'll find a link that'll take you to the Brickcentric homepage, and you can check out their event schedule and other info if you're interested in joining us down in LA and getting some sun for a few days, and meeting some AFOLs from all over. That'll be a fun one. And then shortly on the heels of that, we've got Eric in the back.
Curious question about people that fly to a convention. How do you transport your moms safely when you're flying?
Yeah.
The best like get the
bubble wrap, wrap it really tight, and then you can saran wrap around it. You don't want anything falling out. You don't want anything shaking. So like once it's done, and then you pack it as tight as you can. I took my Big Macs to Denmark, and but it's like you have to get it super rock solid tight if you put them in check-in. Otherwise, carry on everything, and you know, it is the larger bubble wrap than the thinner bubble wrap. Is really good, but wrap it as tight as you can, seal it in there.
Yeah.
One of my experiences with flying was I told the attendants at the desk that I have a Lego set that I want to mock that they let me on earlier. That way you can put it up in the overhead bin, or they also have an oversized area, and they let me on early. So it's nice and that's you got me on the plane.
Yeah. If your mock is rock solid and you're not worried about it coming apart in transit either, you can also wrap it and ship it. That's an option, so you don't even have to worry about flying with it, and just have it waiting for you when you get there. I always drive to my conventions, so I just have to avoid any forest roads that I might be tempted to veer off onto on my way to or from. So let's see, Andrew.
Shipping it, I work at FedEx, so make sure that wherever you're sending it to, there's no bad weather. And don't make sure that it's packaged well, because you won't believe the things I've seen.
Yes, make sure there is no air gaps in your box either. That is the number one reason most of our packages get damaged.
Oh, okay. Jason.
I've got a rather clever one, which I think I actually did with a couple of mine, even though I never traveled overseas or to long-range conventions yet. Might be why take a photo or several of your mock at home and have that as a reference in case when you do get there some rumble happens, some piece fell off, you go, where does this go? Oh, hey, it just goes right here, right here, right here, right here. So yeah, intel, and especially since we have these devices that let you take a jillion pictures and lead them with it.
All right, thanks, Jason.
I'm still in a I'm still dealing with UPS, and I lost one of my BattleBots in transit after an event.
Uh-oh. All right.
Yeah, that's another reason. Make sure your box is good quality.
All right, so careful packaging is key.
Yep.
All right, so I think where were we? We were at Brickcentric. Eric, did you have another?
No, I'm.
Oh, just chilling. All right. All right. So then coming up at the very end of April, I'm not even going to try to say these dates because I screw them up every single time. 30 through 3rd, May 3rd. We've got Cascade here in Portland. I see a bunch of Cascade folks in our audience. Who wants to give us an update on what's going on with Cascade? All right. If none of you speak up, then I got to make stuff up. So, and I'm going to give stuff away.
Can you imagine register mobs?
Well,
We're having a meeting Wednesday, so hopefully we'll get everything. I want to thank Zach for actually, another builder here going to Denmark. Now, like we go to Denmark, it's like we know personally know everybody's there almost. That's a great thing. I remember when Grant and I first started Race Cascade 15 years ago. We joked, almost jokingly, saying how big this could get and what it would turn out to be. It's shocking. Really,
6 builders.
6 builders.
And counting.
And counting.
Yeah.
It's addictive to what you see on the tables. We are 15th year in a row. For the longest running in-person convention. We had a convention every single year. Yeah, we 15 years in a row, longest running convention here. And
Guinness know that?
no, nobody knows that. Just us now. Little tidbits. Speaking of local, we placed our order like 2 weeks ago. And I ordered probably 15 parts of the brand new stuff that came out. And it should be here for the giveaway for Cascade.
Woo!
So I'm kind of excited for it. In fact, one of the things I'm a lot to give away is 1x8 sand green bricks.
Ooh.
That was on the list this year. So I ordered quite a few. Pricing this year again will be very difficult to pick.
Awesome. Okay.
Who's coming to this Cascade as far as maybe keynote speaker? I talked about it. We were in Denmark last year, and that was okay, but it hasn't been official yet. So, of course, in Q1 at Lego, nothing happens. So, it might be next month I can announce it.
All right. Okay. Thanks for that, Bob. So more info forthcoming. If you haven't registered yet, the price for registration is still $85. Great price to get in. You get swag bags. You get a goodie bag. There's usually a con kit. And then. All right. All right, Jessica, did you have a question? Oh, I think it's something space. The theme is
out of this world.
Out of this world. So, all things space. All right, so those are your two conventions that are on your immediate calendar, Brickcentric in LA/Burbank. And then we've got Bricks Cascade here in Portland. As we get more info for some of the other conventions that go on, like Brick World, Brick Slopes, etc., we'll start sharing that information. We'll get it up on our calendar portal, so you have that info available for you if you feel like doing some Lego traveling this summer. Getting out to other cons, meeting other people, seeing other builds is always a blast. It's one of my favorite things to do every year. And you start meeting folks from other areas, reconnecting with them when you get out to these other places, and it's all a really good time. So stay tuned. Look forward to those. Stay tuned for more info. And then hope to see you at some of those. So we're moving right along. I'm going to try to wrap it up in about 10 minutes, and then we're going to get to our show and tell. So we've got a few announcements from some community members. So if I'd like to put on deck Jeannie and Jeanette, and then if anybody else has any announcements they'd like to share after them, feel free to throw your hand up. But we've got some info from within our community. So Jeannie, you want to tell us what you've got to share?
So once again this year, Ridiculous here in James has asked PortLUG members for June and July, which is Pride Month, for any of you that are interested in sharing your Pride-related builds, to have them on display. Myself and Tog, who's not here today, will be running that. Or is he here? Oh, there he is. You snuck in. Okay. So yeah, just connect with us, and we'll be putting that together. And like I said, so it'll be sometime right before the start of June and going through the end of July.
Thank you, Jeannie and Jeanette.
Hello, we're working on a mosaic. It's actually Zach was the one who started this project. We have 4 people working on it now, and we're looking for 1 or 2 more people, possibly. If you'd like to join our project, it's a mosaic project. Just contact Zach or me or Jessica.
Thank you, Jeanette. The topic of the mosaic, grab those bricks. The image on the mosaic is of Alex Preddy oh my gosh, what's her name? Good. Renee Good, and some of the other folks who have tragically lost their lives in ice situations. So if you're interested in participating in that, you can see Jeanette. Laura. Jeanette.
No, I know Jeanette said also.
Oh, or Jessica. Oh, back here. Oh, Jessica Pigeon. Okay. Anybody else got anything they're working on, they need help with, want to share? Any other events that's on the radar? Jessica.
I'm gonna make a huge rivalry mosaic.
All right. Yeah. Anybody want to get in on heated rivalry projects? See Jessica back there. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming out. And that's our meeting for today. I've inundated you with info about a bunch of stuff coming up. You probably didn't absorb all of it. So I just encourage you to check out that events calendar on our website now, because that has the rundown of everything that we're looking forward to. And we'll be making a few more updates to that. So make sure you stay tuned. Laura.
Everybody, please sign in if you haven't,
Yes.
especially new people. So that we can track that. And we ran off with the other pen. It would be cool if you brought it back, but also.
Okay, so everybody who brought in a mock today to share with us, we initially came up with a challenge idea, but then we didn't do anything for International Lego Day because of the timing. And then there was some other stuff going on, Valentine's Day, what have you. So we just kind of blew it open to ask you to bring in anything that you like, that you've built, that makes you enjoy and appreciate Lego. And I see all kinds of cool looking stuff here that just covers the entire spectrum. So for anybody that brought a mock that you'd like to share with the audience, please come up and you can have a minute to share that with everybody. We can maybe, since we've got time, manage a quick Q&A. Let's keep an orderly line here. Hang on. And just real quick, everybody who brought a mock should have a raffle ticket. If you brought a mock and did not get your raffle ticket, please see Zach. But without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over and we'll start with Jason.
Hi, Jason. Right?
You, Jason.
Please prioritize showing people in the room.
Well, then I'll keep it short with my colors. Today I do a widespread. Showed up with the Lego head I made for the break we went to last night. I figured I'll just do a few things together to the Lego store. But as far as the passionate stuff goes, I figured I'd build or simple stuff. I didn't bring the entire maze because, well, it wouldn't fit. I know about space and inventing space. I think we're start with a little nano-scale edition just so I can go, wait, where's the map? Here's the map. You got split. But still shows, hey, the end reference, everything there, you can move your pieces. And then for those who want to go big or go home, I made basically segments that you can connect and interlock and build different connections, rearrangeable. We also did a similar thing at the portrait. And then on smaller scale, I'll go ahead and small scale. I knew there was I guess there was a gift with purchase classic retro TV, so I figured
share with the audience.
I figured I'd make my own, and of course it comes with the channel changer. In case you want to, in case I show you board. And as far as I'm also going to speak for my lady who also teamed up with me in making one of our nice little fun grills for Fan Expo. This was our little Clone Trooper collab where I built a section, she built a section. We threw droids in the middle. We had an Avengers crossover cameo because Disney. We made it work, and not bad. And there's just a taste of what we feel about one of our things. One of the things I'm actually, enjoy about the passion of Lego is that you can still take nothing and make it into something. I whipped this little guy out just from going to the Lego store yesterday. I thought, a handful of pieces, play some good music, and then boom, I make something that just pops. Only because I thought, well, what should I build? And what's the right motivation? But it's still called, we're magic people. We take nothing and make it into something legendary.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
And that was the short video.
All right. Mike, you want to?
Gina, I believe you can get in touch with Jessica via Instagram or Discord. I'll try and get some better info for you.
The original prompts of like what Lego needs to be. It's something fun my husband and I can do together when it feels like the world's burning down. So I took that literally, and we're here happily building in our kitchen while the city outside is on fire. So.
2 on the nose.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go ahead there?
Sure. I didn't really build for the theme, but if anyone's going to Brickcentric, this guy's gonna be around. Yeah, if anyone remembers this from 2024, I've improved it since, and yeah, still got the spinning sort of drum disc thing. The metal axles are there to improve the weight. It's run by a Mold King 6, which is a Mold King's basically not a cheap Chinese knockoff, a high quality Chinese knockoff. And they also make the motors. Anyways, yeah, I'm sending it. Yeah, CRBL is going to be at Brickcentric. So this will be there. Root for me, please.
Woo-hoo. All right. Thank you. All right. Alright, nice.
Jeanette, question from online for you. How would people best contact you or other Mosaic collaborators?
I can send around a second call for folks who are interested. I'm really of this drafting a meeting today. I'll send the same email around with a little more detail about which you don't have to know how to do.
Yeah, Gina online specifically.
You want to take a share?
Hey everyone, I'm Chloe Obasagi. This is my first PortLUG meeting, so just a little bit about myself. I just take a few seconds. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I've been out in Portland almost 4 years in April. I learned about PortLUG through Lynette, the owner of Bricks and Minifigs. So she invited me, and I can't wait to come to Bricks Cascade. So I'm super excited. But my build was, I actually made a scalable Nintendo Switch. I actually found this build on YouTube by a YouTuber named Rick and Nick. If you guys have heard of Rick and Nick. Oh, yeah. So I think he submitted this to Lego Ideas, but I think the relationship with Nintendo, he just kind of like just gave it to the public because it didn't get accepted. So basically, it has a functional like diorama that switches. So this is when the Nintendo Switch is off, obviously. There's gonna be a diorama in the back. I think I'm gonna work with the Cedar Mills team to like build that diorama. I'm gonna probably do Zelda Breath of the Wild and put that in there. Yeah, so that'll be in there. It'll look like the actual game is being played. The cool part about this is that, let me set this back here really quickly. The actual Joy-Cons, they snap off like a real actual Nintendo Switch. So they come off.
Oh, cool.
They actually slide in on both sides. And the same thing also is that there's a Joy-Con holder, like the real actual Nintendo Joy-Con holder. And that also does the same functional thing as well. So they really look like real Joy-Cons. So this is like a super cool build. It took me about maybe like, I would say just short of a week to build. And I actually finished it in the Cedar Mills location. So, yes, thank you all for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Gina, sorry about the background noise and quiet speakers, but email they mentioned is the best way. So there's going to be a mass email going out about that. So sorry, I'll try and get some more details to you.
One of my passions is Micropolis, which is building as thin as you can and still being able to understand what that part really represents. How small can you make an anvil that can do it in 20 pieces? And there's a really recognize it. The concept is simple. You start with a 16 by 16 corner block and with streets, crosswalks, sidewalk, in fixed places. You go ahead and build whatever else you want on the menu. As more and more people in your club start building, when you get together for things like this, you just bring your models and set them side by side. Technical things on the sides that are a golden square. Streets line up, the sidewalks line up. And we've grown some really large cities just with this idea. However, Brian D'Agostino, one of our early PortLUG members, and the microscale, started with something new. We're calling it the diamonds. But this block is now, these blocks wind up being 32 by 32. And so I'm going to take that 32 side and shift the city grid 37 degrees.
Oh boy.
Direction. So if you're up against another theme or something else, and your city's getting too big, this is the way to do it. And we've been making them until the last couple of years, these diamond, these wing shapes are coming out. To make all of this work, those three angles, left to right there, to explore the big ones, two of the small ones, each of the triangles, and you wind up with 20 extra you need to make these three parts come together. And so now the new project, now that we've got the right parts enough to make them, we're going to start marrying diamond to a half folder.
Oh, wow.
Some really interesting larger footprints. Feel free to come up and take a look at those after the meeting's over.
It's micro pizza. Go ahead and share.
All right, so I'm Daniel. This is my actually also my first PortLUG meeting, but I got back into Speed Racer as of the last few years, so I built the Mach 6 from that movie, and I used the 2023 McLaren F1 set as a base. So all the internal chassis is just that set but modified. The entire rear wheel wells are completely changed because it's a fender there. But there's not a direction on this that those aren't going like on my left, right, up, down, front, back. It's probably my most complex mock. And the minifigure is sorry. I dropped speed.
I found a figure.
Just lost $15 in value. Yeah. But they actually have the official figure in here too. Have the interior all the right color, and also I got all the stickers to be official as well, which I'm really happy about. So I don't think I could have gotten better. And that's
One question.
yes.
Is it a Mach 6 or a Mach 6?
Yes. It's both. Yeah, that's it. Nice.
You got your ticket, yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you, and this is my first time here too. And this summer is when I got back into Lego after 45 years. And that's about when the Enterprise was announced and it started to come out. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that, even though I like the original series one better, but they don't have that yet. But the interim, I found this pastel set at a yard sale for $3. It was new. And I went through all of those, the builds that were in the book. And I think, oh, that's, I think it was 10. So that's like, oh, 10 cents a build. And then I'm like thinking, well, where can I find what else to build with this? And that led me to Rebrickable, and I found this there, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I got like obsessed with, well, how many things could I build? And so I went on to build like another 20 from Rebrickable, I think, and that brought the price down to like 10 cents a build, probably like 8 to 10 hours worth of hobby time, and just really got into it. And since then, you know, I spent way more than $3 on Lego, but I just think I wouldn't have bought this pastel set to begin with. I'm not a super fan of pastels, but I kind of am now. But yeah, so I rebuilt the Enterprise to come today.
You need to save that for Friendship Timber.
What's that?
Friendship Timber, for anybody who doesn't know. In September, there's a build challenge that usually goes around online and at some cons, and you build a spaceship of any sort out of Friends colors. So lots of pastel, Millennium Falcons, and X-Wing fighters.
That sounds awesome.
All right, thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Jessica, nothing sophisticated today. I made Valentine's for everyone in my office, and my favorite thing about Lego is sharing the wall. So, just pieces from the wall at the Lego store, little heart shapes, and whatever they have. So I just like to share with everyone. So,
All right. I've been affectionately calling this project Big Man. There's a good part of it. The goal is extreme stability with almost. Listen, half the time I'm able to plop it down on the counter and just stand. Today is being annoying though. I may have just it's not going to do it right now because it never works when you actually want it. But everything is on rubber bands, and it's a lot. And the biggest challenge of this project is that it uses the Mind Storm's light. This is not
Very light Lewis.
very light Lewis gray. Yeah, which means I have a very limited number of parts to work with, and so kind of why it sort of turned into the segmented look that it has now. The goal is to get him swim shorts and give him a big surfboard.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get him to stand up over here.
I'm Gene. I think some of you know me.
The first one is probably seen this on YouTube. Colored balls and race. So I built this. I wanted to figure it out. I had to get to play with. First, I tried to use Lego balls.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Another one, it's cute, but I would have double magic works for words. Not only work virtually in one room. And I built, I decided to do space, different double word square. Edges, words on the edges, match up.
Oh, Jesus. That makes my brain.
Too bad Kelly's not here, because I wanted to thank her. She saved me about $50 in parts by telling me that they were on the pad wall.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That's 4x4, 3x3. The current dictionary I have, there's no 5x5s. Yeah, it does. I just did the others.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you.
I'm Andrew, and this is my mom. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. So, the thing I love about Lego so much is that you really don't need any special. So I have upscale everything.
Oh.
This is 6 times the size of the brick, and for 35 yesterday, I made myself.
Does anybody want to sing for him?
No.
Blah, 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 blah. Happy birthday.
It was my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Same birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And that's also another thing about Lego is that it will be something pretty normal, but have something interesting. Is it cake? It is not cake.
You go to hug your spouse. They are paid.
As a, not even a question, but as a point of order, I once thought of having a wedding cake to where you have the cake you can eat, but also a Lego-fied cake where everyone can take home a piece and have it as a memento.
Oh.
Same concept.
Clever idea.
Hello, my name is Destiny. I was in the middle of doing a bunch of bigger builds. I needed something kind of fun to do. So I decided to build a little Quidditch shop to kind of go in my Harry Potter displays. And I kind of had fun with it. I had no plan for like what I was going to build, so I just kind of went for it. I was really happy with the kind of how complete it was. And usually I do like full bigger buildings, but I actually made it open in the back, which I don't usually do. But I had fun kind of making it more playful.
Hi, my name's Sarah. This is mine, and it is really operating at a voice. It's really not much different.
Where did you get your earrings?
I got them from Bill on website.
Oh, nice. Oh, she'll be thrilled to hear that.
Well, sort of what's up? Let me know because I can reference you and maybe we could get $200.
Hi, I'm another man, Jason. I'm the team coordinator for pop culture, so I brought some of the pop culture trophies I'm making for Bricks Cascade this year. And since the theme is out of this world, they're all pop culture like space characters. So first we got Kang from The Simpsons.
Nice.
And this one even has a little action feature.
Oh my gosh.
A classic character, Geordi from Star Trek. And Marvin the Martian.
Very cool.
And these were, I put a poll on Discord. It's like, okay, I have a bunch of ideas. These are the ones that everybody liked.
So also have alien xenomorph from Spaceballs, of course. Pigs in Space from the Muppets. And then Andalite Head from Animorphs. And then just for other fun stuff, doing a Bionicle collaboration. So built a blue Toa, and it doesn't look so interesting here, but these are all like trans medium blue parts that glow under a black light. So I'm very excited for the Lights Out event at Cascade, where I can go get the black light and show just how much this will glow. So that's what I got. Thank you.
Those are going to be some cool trophies to go for.
So I'm Brandon, and I'm participating in the Moonbase Cascadia collaboration. So I can't really lift it because it's on two 32 by 32 mills plates. But each of us can contribute our own interpretation of what the Moonbase is for us. So I made a science center. Got people in here working on some science stuff. Got some mechs walking the building, and then got some minifigs working on a kind of a rock quarry, digging up moon rocks out of the crater. And then just some fun features as, since I only have limited parts, I only had like a big box of 500 bricks from a purchase I did a couple years ago. I was like, okay, what can I get? What can I do with the bricks I have? And so a lot of things like the tower were just created just out of those mixed bricks. And so just had a lot of fun with this. Can't wait to add this to the rest of the Moonbase Cascadia for Bricks Cascade.
My brother recently asked me whether I preferred building mocks or sets, and I said yes. And my favorite part of the hobby might be the meditative act of going to the Lego store and stacking bricks and pick a brick wall. And so I wanted to share, recently I was using some of the different snot pieces and brackets, and through this design was able to stack nearly the same number of brackets, about 80% of the brackets with adding in the bricks, so you can add additional 40 masonry bricks, for example. So it's just a part of the hobby that I enjoy, that getting the right value, and then making sure I'm not annoying other patrons of the Lego store while I'm stacking.
Get me last. My name's Terry. I saw the earrings. My wife knows I make her all kinds of earrings out of Lego stuff. Me, myself, I'm a hot rodder. I own hot rods. I drive them all the time. I love to build large scale ones like this. The wheels and tires are actually, Lego thinks they're motorcycle wheels. No. But they're actually hooked to the steering wheel, and I use the small link chain as drive belts for the blowers so that they're hooked to the axle, and they're built really solid so that you can handle them.
Is that everybody who brought a mock who got to share today? Thank you all for bringing those out. Some fantastic builds, everyone. Just tons of inspiring stuff, as you can see, of all different styles and themes and what have you. So there's not just one size fits all. I mean, Lego works for everybody, however you can make it work for you, and that's what makes it so great. So did everybody who brought their mock get their ticket? Get those tickets out, because we got a few Valentine's Day themed gifts to give away for all of our participants today. So I'm gonna, Drew, why don't you pull us a ticket?
Drew's gonna draw.
Last three, are you gonna do it? There you go.
All right, so we're gonna start small and go big. So our first prize is Asha's welcome booth with some pretty Valentine's Day colored parts. Last three numbers are 828. Right. Congratulations. Okay, Jessica, draw us a ticket. Okay, Last three numbers are 831. We've got a pretty hard requirement for you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
And then you draw our last ticket. Okay. All right, for our petite sunny bouquet, if anybody forgot to get flowers for their better half, here's your chance. Last three numbers are 830. Hey, lots of flowers. Congratulations. All right, thanks everybody for coming out today. We hope you enjoyed the program. Join us for trivia night week after next. Gonna have a good time. Look for more information about future events coming soon. If anybody would like to join us for our Creator Build Challenge next month, that will be in March. The buy-in is $15. I have about a dozen spaces left. Come up and see me and get on that list before they're all gone. That said, that is it for this month's meeting. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thanks for all the new people who joined us, and we'll see you next time.